It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started, and away we go in Glendale. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. They'll be led out by this promising young signal caller, already a starter in his first season out of Ole Miss.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
Play action on first down. Going deep right away. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. Second down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. He finds Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Cardinals going nickel here, third down. He's dropping back to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. From the gun, it's Tracy. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Now looking to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Tracy once more. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and long for him here. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. At the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it here. It's James Conner. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Got his man, that's Zay Jones. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Murray. McBride hauls it in. And he gets this forward to the 19.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 19. Makes the connection to James Conner. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Conner. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Flushed out of the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards, but Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll go Conner. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He'll look to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at 1st down here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Here he goes on the bootleg. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He'll throw it. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Cardinals football. New set of downs for him at the 38. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Big gain downfield. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Connor, and he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a James Conner touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Gray now on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a tight end in motion. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They go right back to Tracy. He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on third down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he'll get it up to the 44. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. On the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Connects with Johnson. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on third down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. He's going to throw this one. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races! And he takes this one back for the pick 6! That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Gray now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now here comes the New York offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Garrett Williams.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Cardinals and running back James Conner headed back to the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Murray here on 1st down. Gap pass is complete to McBride. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Has the connection to Jones. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Conner trying the right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Throwing here, Murray. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Conner. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Murray to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Giants offense all set to get started. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson getting there for the tackle.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 5. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. He's got him. That's Tracy. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. He'll throw it yet again. Has his man, it's Tracy. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Throw on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll throw it again. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Sean Murphy-Bunting ranging over for that stop. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. So it's halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals out in front. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We watched the veteran James Conner put together a very solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Gano ready to send this away. DJ Dallas now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Arizona has the football first to start the 3rd, and here comes its offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Conner. And he's brought down for a loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
From the gun, it's Murray. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Oh, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, Murray. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, Murray. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
You know, before the snap, You know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Able to find Jones. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants' side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Murray on the play fake. That's complete. Here's Connor. And he goes out a little short of the 40. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 41. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I think they like to say in baseball, clear the mechanism, and that's what you got to do. You've got to let that play go and simply move on to the next. Hey, listen, rare is the game where pass protection ever is going to win 100% of the time, so move on to the next one.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Connor here from the gun. And that's good for a gain of 5. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Got him 5 yards back, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And the Giants going nickel. 3rd down coming. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Connor. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Murray looking to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Gray now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. They go play action on first. Fits it through the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 22. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll go left side with Tracy. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd down from the gun. Gets this to Johnson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd and 8. Hits him on the out route. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
He finds Slayton. Has room into the secondary. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Tracy. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants start the 2nd half with some needed points. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants make it an 18-point game. Gano ready to send this away. Dallas with a return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Kyler looking to throw. That pass is complete to McBride. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. The 1st down carry for Connor. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Touchdown, Arizona! Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals continue piling onto this lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pass cut by Tracy. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 34. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll motion Slayton left. Throwing off the play fake here. Flush down now to... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Cardinals get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Out had the Cardinals now on offense. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Ball at the 33 for first down. A give right side to Connor. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Murray. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Connor on the inside give. Runs it in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a James Conner touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals tack on 7 more to their lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Gray now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Connects with Slayton. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 46. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got him. That's Tracy. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw now. Has his man. It's Tracy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants will trail by 25. Gano ready to send this away. Dortch now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Straight ahead, it's Connor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. It's Connor again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Going with Connor here. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.